Hello booktube, hello book friends, welcome back to my channel and another reading week video. This one for the week ending the 30th of I was going to say September then, but it was August, 30th of August 2025. Quite a quiet week for me this week. I think I said a week ago that I was feeling a bit reading slumpy, but that said, I have kind of read lots of little bits and pieces here and there. The only book I've finished is this one, which is Kurt Vonnegut's A Man Without a Country. This is a collection of essays written by Vonnegut. Most of them really quite funny, but on kind of quite serious topics, like the Holocaust, the bombing of Dresden in the Second World War. So yeah, it's serious topics tackled in a humorous way. I'm not sure how many there are in total, but most of them are. It's a short book. It's only 145 pages, but it was written when, which George Bush was it? George W. Bush. So around the kind of late 90s, early 2000s. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Learned quite a lot about sort of Vonnegut's life, as well as, so he was in Dresden when it was firebombed. He was in a basement of I think it's a slaughterhouse or a meat packing factory, which is how he got some of his ideas for Slaughterhouse 5. So yeah, there's all sorts in here. If you're interested in Vonnegut, it's worth a read, definitely. If you're not interested in Vonnegut, it's worth a read. So that's the only book I finished. What have I been? I've been listening to the latest or the next. So this is the third book in the Harbinder Core series by Elly Griffiths, which is Bleeding Heart Yard. And I'm looking at that about 2/3 of the way through. I've got just under 3 hours left of listening. It starts with a murder at a suspicious death, which turns out to be a murder, at a school reunion. And the school is one where, although it's a state school, it's one where a lot of sons and daughters of famous people went to, and they themselves are now, some of them anyway, quite famous. And it's interesting. I think I've worked out who done it already, or at least there's the murder that happens in the school reunion, and then there is a death that happened when those adults were children at the school. So there's kind of two deaths. One is kind of modern, and then there's another one. And I think I've worked out the modern one. I'm not quite sure about the historic one, whether that was a murder, whether it was just a bad accident. It's not clear, and I think to some extent that is being used to muddy the waters for the more recent death. So yeah, interesting listening. I'm sort of doing like an hour a day or so, mostly when I'm walking the dog or something like that. So yeah, I had to wait for it to become available from because it's a library audio book. So yeah, we shall see. And then I also started last night. If you've watched my September Pile of Possibilities video, which I think will be the one immediately preceding this one, you'll know I talked about Octember, and I mentioned Kraken by China Mieville, or Melville, Mieville, I think. And this is centered around the theft, or starts with the theft of a giant squid from the Natural History Museum in London, which in itself is a kind of a bit like, well, how do you steal a giant squid? You know, the name kind of gives it away. It's a big squid. So yeah, so the giant squid. I've only read the first 2 chapters, so basically the squid has been stolen and the police have arrived, kind of thing. But yeah, it's quite funny. It's a bit like, well, there's no squid-sized hole in the wall. I think, oh God, is this how it's going to go? But I'm quite enjoying it. I'm only, like I say, 2 chapters in, and it's made me laugh out loud a couple of times, which I think it is supposed to. I think it's supposed to be a humorous or darkly humorous. I think it says darkly comic in the description. So yeah, so I'm enjoying that. And that is mostly all I've been reading. I am going to do a quick shout out for a video that's coming on Sunday, so tomorrow. So I'll probably be I'll be on my feed. It'll be the video that's immediately after this one. And that is the second episode of Shelf Talkers, which I do with MJ at Reading This Life. I'm not going to tell you what the book is because we haven't told anybody what the book is. You'll have to watch the video to find out, or at least look at the title and the thumbnail when it goes live. But yeah, I had a lot of fun reading the book. I had a lot of fun recording the video. So I hope you guys will enjoy that, and that's coming. Should be up midday British summertime on Sunday, so the 31st. It's always the last calendar day of the month. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and we alternate that. So this month it's on my channel. Next month it will be on MJ's channel. So yeah, that's it, I think. Short one today. If you have been, thank you for watching, and I will speak to you again next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.